Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and we're going to take a look at ticker symbol GBSND. Now there's a D on the end of the ticker symbol. Notice that this has been extreme oversold levels on our side below 30, extreme oversold levels on Fasto below 20 for multiple days. You can see here on ADX, plus DI is down here with minus DI, and ADX up here showing the bears have been in control. I mean, this is a really ugly chart. Anybody that's been following GBSN knows that it's a total, piece of junk. It's a really bad company. All they tend to do is dilute and kill shareholder value. That said, every dog has its day, and today is the day for GBSN. Okay, we were watching this because of this big drop. Look at the multiple red candles in a row. There were 5 red candles or 6 red candles in a row, followed by this huge drop on Friday. And so the big drop on Friday with this giant volume spike, the 300 million shares that traded, that was a signal that traders were loading. This was the bounce play setup. So when you see a giant volume bar at the bottom of the chart, many times that's signaling a bounce is coming. And today the bounce is happening. If you see here, it's up over 700%, currently up 736%. The reason why it's running so hard is because there's no resistance. Look at the lower Bollinger Bands down here. That's the support level. It's way off the chart. And then you've got EMA4, which is the next simple moving average resistance level, is way up here at 10 cents. And notice there's a small gap between Wednesday and Thursday of last week. So there is a potential for that gap to eventually fill. I'm not saying that the share price is going to run that high, but saying that there is potential for that, because the EMA4 is the next resistance level. Notice how the candles have been hitting EMA4 the whole way down, then there was a drop way below it. The candles tend to work their way back to that level. And so if it does and that gap fills, that could be the climax of this run. Going to need to break the bottom of the closing price here on the 19th. That's going to be the next key resistance level to break. If it can break that, it could possibly run up there. This is a really bad company. This could turn on a dime. And so what we like to do when a stock is running like this is we follow the intraday charts. That's the way to trade. So let's take a look at this 15-minute chart. Okay, notice that there was this tight Bollinger Bands followed by a huge decline on Friday. Notice how the share price was just getting walked down super hard below EMA4 resistance. Notice the giant volume spikes down at the bottom. This was the load. This was people taking positions for a move higher. This was your signal that this was going to be in play on Monday. Always follow the volume. Look how the volume increased as it hit lower. So big players loaded. Now they're being rewarded today. Notice that the volume has followed through today. Not as big as before, but there's volume pushing this higher. The break above the middle Bollinger Band here at 10:30 was a signal that it could head higher. And then once it broke the middle Bollinger Band, we put alerts out in the chat saying our next target was going to be this 50-day simple moving average. That's always the key level to break after the middle Bollinger Band. So when you get a bounce, right? So there's a bounce down here. First you want to break EMA4, broke EMA4, broke EMA8. That puts the middle Bollinger Band on target. When you get a close above the middle Bollinger Band, that usually sends the price up to the upper Bollinger Band. The upper Bollinger Band got hit, and the next resistance level is that 50-day simple moving average. Stocks need to break above the 50-day simple moving average to head higher on the 15-minute chart. Many times bearish stocks fail to break that level and they pull back. On a pullback, look for a reload or for a bounce off of the middle Bollinger Band here. That is going to be the key level to hold. In order for a GBSN to remain in play, it's going to need to hold the middle Bollinger Band on the 15-minute chart, and then it's going to need to break above the 50-day moving average. Hitting this 50-day moving average now could signal an intraday climax. If it fails to break that level, this could be a temporary top, and you could see the first big fib retrace of the day. If it breaks above that level, now you're going to be looking at these levels up here on deck. So that's going to, there's big implications for a move higher if GBSN can break above the 50-day moving average. As you can see here, the 100-day simple moving average is all the way up here at 11 cents. So it's off of this chart. So a break above the 50-day simple moving average could see this easily run to 4. If it breaks above 4, it could possibly run to 11 in the 100-day simple moving average. Not saying that's going to happen, just saying that is on the table here. You never know how high it's going to go. You never know how far they're going to run it. So what you got to do is you just follow this intraday chart. As long as candles are riding above the middle Bollinger Band, GBSN will be in play. Once the middle Bollinger Band breaks on the 15-minute chart, you do not want to be holding. This is a very risky stock. There could be a big gap down open tomorrow if you hold overnight. So always be careful holding a big runner on the OTC overnight. That many times you can get burned. One of the strategies that many of the pros like to take is to lock in gains end of day. If Gibson's going to be running again the next day, you could just reload at the open. If you hold overnight and the 15-minute chart breaks down, the key is going to be to exit quickly. You don't want to hold, you don't want to get caught holding the bag here. Okay, this is a huge dead cat bounce play. People are making money. Just don't turn it into a loss. Okay, thanks for viewing this chart. Check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com. Thank you.